Then. But from our Rux, let's move on and talk about PTC financials and discuss their numbers as Ashok Haldia, MD and CEO of the company, now joins us on the show. Great to have you with us. First up, we've seen almost a flat NII with just 10% PAT growth. What has led to the muted top-line performance and which areas have seen the maximum stress?
We need to look into the financial performance of this quarter from two perspectives. One is in terms of the growth. Our sanctions have increased by more than 58%. Our disbursements have increased by more than 69%, and the loan book by 38%. So our gross revenues and the interest income. This has resulted into a profit of 10% increase. That is about 67 crores. What has affected the quarter performance, and which was well known earlier, is that we had to provide for some of the stress assets or the restructure account that we were carrying in our balance sheet. We were working with those promoters and the projects. We also had some investors showing opportunity into those projects, but those could not materialize till the quarter end. And this quarter, the RBI norms for recognition of NPA reduced from 150 to the 120 days. We were required to provide for, and therefore all interest income related to these accounts were required to be reversed, and that has affected the bottom line. But that despite the increase in the profit after tax and profit before tax has been around 10%.
Mr. Haldia, let's talk a little bit about your gross NPA stress, because that's a little bit worrying. It's risen significantly in Q1 and mainly on the back of the 3 accounts turning to NPAs. So which are those accounts and which sectors are they from, and where do you see your gross NPAs?
No, out of these 3 accounts, 2 are in the thermal and the one is the hydro. These are the 2 of these accounts are the smaller projects. And in the last quarter or before that quarter, we had seen the stress in these accounts, and we had adequately provided for these accounts in our books. Therefore, we were not required to make any significant amount of provisioning this quarter for these accounts. And as we see these accounts, as I told earlier, we were engaged with the promoters. We were also having the investors' interest into these projects. One of these was a corporate loan where we had a fairly large amount of security available to us, and therefore we do not see any traction on this loan account. In fact, after the close of the quarter, we have received some of the amount as a recovery of our arrears of the dues. So I would believe in next 3 to 6 months, we should be able to, take care of these NPAs, and hopefully they will be brought to the track.
Okay, how much have you provided for these 3 accounts, and what recovery plans have you set in place?
We have already provided for even before this quarter, and our recovery plan gets boosted because of the PFS is now covered under the SURFACE-I. And that coverage of PFS and the SURFACE-I gives us, empower us to deal far more effectively with the erring promoters and the erring projects. Till now, our efforts was on the best effort basis, and whatever the measures that would take under the law, which were possibly far less than the optimal solutions available to us. But I believe the SURFACE-I would enable us to take far more effective measures than what we have been able to. And as I said, within 3 to 6 months, we should be able to see that these accounts are brought back on the track.
Okay, just want to actually ask you a question with respect to your NIMs going forward. Where do you see them headed? Is there going to be contraction going forward? And what are your capital raising plans for FY17?
As far as the growth is concerned, I've always been maintaining that we have been growing by between 30 to 50% on a CAGR basis, and I don't see any reason why we would not be able to grow. Even the performance of this quarter has been far better than the CAGR of 30 to 50%. As far as the stress assets are concerned, so we have already, other than the NPAs that we have provided for, we have also have certain structured assets. And I don't think beyond these we would be having any further traction. And if at all we have, because of the uncertainty in the macro level environment, then I think our balance sheet is strong enough to manage those.
All right, we'll let you go on that. Thank you very much for taking time out and sharing your business outlook with us on ET Now. We'll take a look at the markets at this point of time. While the P2C India Financial Stock is losing about 7%, the market's also not going anywhere. 86.61 on the last